Hi, mm, welcome back. Come back for the Sondo Per Institutions webcast. Uh, I was very lazy, and according to my laziness, I slept few months. I cannot enjoy with conversation or with you about conversation. And sorry. And then today the webcast organizations pushed to me to say that I need to start again. But anyway, I'm very happy to be the front of you, and also it's very nice to talk with you about the teaching of the Buddha. I'm happy, and already we are studying or studied about the one text composed by the first pattern butchers. It's called the Heart Treasure. And of course, each time I should to say the sessions or the contents or the chapters. But we are all already follow the verse by verse. And therefore, today I'm follow verse 29 and the 30. And also this text, it has three parts: beginning, main, and the conclusions. We are in the main part. In the main part, there are teaching of the true kind of categorizations. It's like one is connected to the sutta perspective. One is like more connected to the materialist perspective. When we follow the material path, it is a very important to have good view, and that means is to understand or really to have some idea of the true nature or the true realities. If we really direct to speak the meaning of the reality or the truth, it is the source or the universal of the everything. You know, in the Buddha's teaching, Buddha, he says that everything is come from the true natures. The true nature of what? True nature of the mind. Why we can to say that? Because the materials, true things are, of course, they have true nature. That true nature is like no same as the mind, true nature. True nature of the things, or the true nature of the mind is, the qualities are completely different. Because the nature of the mind, it has memorized, you can to say. Of course, in the relatively to nature of the mind, it has feeling, sensation, and to remember, and to study, to learn. It is very auspicious. The mind is not same as the materials. In the alternately, the mind it has all the qualities of the enlightened, wisdoms, compassions, and so on. Therefore, true nature of the mind is it is the difference of the true nature of the phenomena. But anyway, most important to nature of the mind is because from the mind then we can to receive form, smell, sound, touch, and these five the object of the desirables. And one mind to receive those objects, then mind also has different feelings. Mind can make the distinguish between pleasant and unpleasant, and therefore mind is the principle, and therefore it's everything is the confront the mind. If there is no mind, then of course how we can to say outer universe, inner sentient beings, ourselves, or that sound, smell, who can to judge, who can to say that? And in this case also we can to say everything is the confront the minds. Reality is like outer phenomena of the all sound, form, smells, so on, are difficult to say existence. And everything is come from Buddha, he said, comes from the mind. Of course, we need to investigate. And then everything is comes from the mind. Then is in this way, mind is the creator of the everything. In the Buddhist perspective, or the according to Buddha's teachings, is Buddha, he said, yes, samsara and nirvana is nobody's created. Creator is the mind. And happiness, sorrow, pleasant, unpleasant, so on. Everything is created. The cause, everything created by the mind. Then to taking care of the mind, it is very important. From the true nature of the mind, everything is coming out. All the sense of the faculties and object of the five desirables, and then the inner faculties and the sensations, inner feelings, everything is, it completely depends on the mind. Because this principle of the mind itself is happy, good, inner everything is world is okay. True that when we perceive some object, form, smell, so on, also it's become pleasant. Therefore we say enlightened, or someone's realized the true natures. Even if you become in the hell, maybe it be difficult to perceive hell as hell. Maybe hell is pure land. And receive outer environment or contain where we live. To pure or impure, or hell or heaven, it's very much depends on the mind. That is the Vajrayana's perspective. Now I go back to when we practice Vajrayanas and to have very good view, it is very important. The meaning of the view is like to have some idea of the true nature of the mind. Now I'm saying it's first some sentences. Why I say is everything's come from the mind. According that, mind should to create something good things. And when we need to create, we need pure perceptions. To say is like I'm thinking about the true nature of the phenomenon. Everything is the perfect. And we artificially to meditate about the outer environment, pure inner sentient beings, dak and dakinis, or everything is like connected to the nature, natural, the nature of the mind. Maybe someone thinks, I can't perceive that how much is ugly things going on outside. Yes, that is the truth, but it is these outer things are, if we more investigate them more close, it's a totally difficult to say the existence. It's like a really rainbow. It's like dreams. It's difficult to find or catch some truth. This is existence. Like a dream, it is a truth. Of course, if we do not analyze, we just don't care about, follow our dualistic mind to say good is good, bad bad, everything exists outside, inside myself. Then it looks like truth. Of course, in that perspective, you cannot to say practice pure perceptions. Yes, you are right. Something outside is horrible things happened. Inside, we can to say I'm sick, I'm a problem, I have a lot of disturbing emotions. Those are horrible. How I can do pure perception, practice pure perceptions? It is the truth. But we really need to be gentle, to precise, to really analyze all outer these relative things, inner or secret, it doesn't matter. The relative things are really deceptive, really are cheater, really are something else, unreliable, looks like nice, reality is not. Maybe we think objects are looks like horrible. Maybe it comes from the mind. Mind is become horrible. Everything's outer is become horrible. And if we analyze really through the suttas teachings, and then we reach in the mantrayanas, we understood the really pure or I don't know, I can't to say the pure, but it's the reality of the true nature. It's like this. In order to realize it, or in order to approach that, we should practice pure perceptions. It's a help very much for us. True nature, it permeated each atom, each element, each mind. Therefore, we're talking about the true nature. True nature, you do not need something get rid or to take out something from the true nature. What we need to take out. Of course, maybe think from the true nature, we get rid of the negative emotions, disturbing emotions, negative things. But that is wrong. Negative emotions, disturbing emotions, all of them, they have had true nature. If we look at direct true nature of the negative emotions, then negative emotions, not negative emotions. Negative emotions become the marvelous. The Mantrayan perspective, sometimes negative emotion itself has become a great wisdom, great deities. And outer environment, if we look at really nature of thinking about the true nature of the outer environment, then naturally we can to see. We do not need to get rid of any. We do not need to add any at all to look at the truth. When we look at the truly the truth, and the truth is there, then its liberation is there. And therefore, to practice pure perception is very important. And today, the verse goes like this. You should borrow me your air. You know this one. Are you listening to me? I'm going to read this true verse. Are you there? But your half is sleeping, same as me. I'm going to read for you, based this verse, then you can analyze yourself. It goes like this, 29 verse. Purifying the obscuration, initiating the practice of the path, and actualizing the four kayas. The essence of the four empowerment is the teacher Chenrezi. If you recognize your own mind as the teacher, all four empowerments are complete. Receiving innate empowerment, but yourself, recite the 6-syllable mantra. Wonderful. This is the first verse, this is 29. Now I'm going to read the 30 verse. It is like more precisely to say about like that. Samsara is the nothing other than that, how things appear to you. If you recognize everything as the deity, you know there's the point. The good of the others is consummated. Seeing the purity of everything, confess the four empowerment on all beings at once, dragging the depths of the samsara, recite the 6-syllable mantras. Okay, you got it. So marvelous sentences. Really, it is the crucial point. If you really to study very well about this true verse, probably you got some crucial point or crucial meaning of the Buddha's teachings. You know, the first 29 verse say, purified the obscurations, initiating the practice of the path, and actualize the four kayas. If we practice pure perceptions and pure perception of your mind, pure perception of your body, pure perception of your speech, do not think about others. Sometimes we say, I cannot practice pure perceptions. Why? Because others is like this. It's the truth. Forget it, others. To concern yourself. Are your body, your speech, mind, are you considered as contaminated or polluted or some psych things? If you concern it like this, then how you can to make the perfect, like same as enlightened body? if you constantly all the time, I'm bad, my body is contaminated, samsaric body, speech is absolutely same as body, mind is horrible. If you all the time constantly that, then in the mind you are habitual forming imprinting bad for yourself. Then maybe perceive all the time yourself as bad. Buddha said that is the really worst concerning about that, because your body, speech, mind, it has totally true nature. You can, he says, purifying the obscurations. Once we purified our obscurations, the obscuration for the body, speech, mind, then what kind we will become? We will become enlightenment. This enlightenment added from the outside to you? No, it's come from the you yourself. Then this pure body, pure speech, pure mind, it's something is coming into you new, or how? No, this pure body, pure speech, pure mind, at the beginning times you have had there. You don't need to add something right now. You know, we all the time, example is the milk, sesame seed. No, milk, it has at the beginning butter there. Nobody's created or put into the milk. Purifying the obscurations. How we can how to say, the purifying the obscurations through the practicing pure perceptions. To say, my body is as the deity. My the verb is the maybe is the also is the deities. Hello. Oh, the Tony, I'm now in the webcast. Sorry, I thought it was Masha. I'm in the Moscow. Sorry, could you call me later? I'm sorry, I'm interrupted. Yeah, Tony, sorry. Yeah. I thought it's, our organization. Strong lady, Masha. Okay, I'm continuing. Sorry. It is Tony London accent, he calling me. And, okay, purifying the obscurations here. If we practice the pure perceptions, to recognize your mind as your teacher, you recognize your own individual spiritual friend, teachers, as the Avalokiteshvara. If you have these ideas, you are perfect purification of the obscurations. And at the same time as you receive initiation and the four empowerments, the initiation of the four empowerment. If we have the idea of our mind as the Chenrezi, and then we are purifying all the obscurations, and also it's like we can to say it's like receive the four empowerments, and also we are imitate or innate in, or like kind of install or bestow the four Gayas. Four Gayas. To practice the pure perceptions, to purify the four obscurations, to make the seal of the four Gayas, and through that we can really, it's like actualization of these four kayas automatically to become that. Here it says, to practice pure perception through that, to practice pure perceptions, purifying all the obscurations, and to meditate or practice the path. What is the path? The path of the pure perceptions, meditation of the pure perceptions. To make the actualization of the four kayas. Then the source of the four empowerments, or essence of the four empowerment, it is as same as the Avalokiteshvaras. How it is happened? If we can to recognize our own mind as the Avalokiteshvara, or the teacher, then all empowerment, four empowerment, are complete. That is the perfect purification of the four obscurations, and that is the perfect path. Through this path, actualization of perfect four kayas, then we do not need to ask empowerment from the others and relative teachers, relatives, others. We are receiving innate empowerment, perfect empowerment, ultimate empowerment by our own self. And our own self to receive the full empowerment and to practice the path about the pure perceptions, purification of the four obscurations, then is recite the 6 sleep mantras, and then the actualization of the true nature of the mind is naturally occur. And therefore, I think it is very important to practice pure perception if you follow the Vajrayana teachings. And maybe it's like I would say it's obscuration to say. Obscuration is like a temporary, or it is like a kind of adventitious, we often to say, adventitious obscurations, adventitious obscuration, or temporary obscuration, relative obscurations. Obscurations comes from the dualistic minds. Obscuration comes from the confusion minds, and kind of foggy mind, unclearly mind, confusion minds, and holding the good things bad, bad things good, and kind of say this good, that's bad, but reality mind itself completely confused. Then there is obscurations. These obscurations to make the obstacle in order to receive happiness of relative happiness, like happiness of the God, happiness of the humans. Therefore, the obscurations make a problem or make the obstacle in order to receive happiness of the worldly things, like a kind of comfortable life, and also very much enjoy for families, very much good conditions, like this. And some obscurations obscure for the realization of the omniscient. And it means make these obscurations make the obstacle in order to reach or to be enlightenment, Of course, the enlightenment is the ultimate happiness that we need, but some very strong obscurations to make the obscure or obstacle for the enlightened. Of course, these obscurations, there's principle to obscurations, like the disturbed emotions of the obscuration or obscuration of the defilement. And the obscuration of the defilements make the obstacle for the worldly happiness. And if we want to receive worldly happiness, the obscuration of the defilements to make it a lot of obstacles. Of course, second obscuration of the cognitive obscurations, it can make obstacle or obscuration in order to be enlightenment, omniscient. Therefore, obscuration we need to purify it. He says, purify what? About the obscurations. How we can to practice, and how we can to purify the obscuration? Through the practice pure perceptions. And when you recite the mantras, prayers, practice the mudra, or any kind of practice, you should enhance by the pure perceptions. Without pure perceptions, whatever you practice, not profound. Of course, there is virtue benefit, but not that good. And if you really to try to have pure perceptions, even as yourself, you meditate like as deities. You do not need to complain yourself. And in reality, yourself is the wonderful. Reality, if you're wonderful, your good quality shine out, it can help yourself, it can help to the others. That ability is qualities in yourself, your body, speech, and mind. You want to make manifestation of that? If you don't want, then you don't need to practice pure perception. Then all the time there's obscurations. Initiating the practice of the path. Path, what is the path? The path of the pure perception. Every day, each moment, to have pure perception in your mind. That is the perfect path. You are on the path. Through this path, realize it. The four kayas. Path. Of course, may you think, do you mean 5 paths, 10 bhumis, so on? Yes, but if you practice pure perceptions, all those are included. Included. If you practice the pure perceptions, everything is included, nothing excluded. Sorry to say. Practice pure perception, all your path is there. Then you can easily actualize the 4 kayas. 4 kayas. You know, it's the Dharmakaya, it's the nature essence of your mind. Sambhogakaya, it is your quality aspect of your mind. Nirmanakaya, it is your function, workers, energies. And that is your mind. And then you can say Svadvikaya or the united kaya. It is like kind of inseparability of the 3 kayas. That is the last kaya. It's like kind of united kaya. These 3 kayas are also in your mind, in your body, in your speech. You need to take care of your body, speech, mind. You need to realize that your body, speech, mind, your body, speech, mind. Do not think about others. Haha. If you think all the time others, you never reach your ultimate mind's ultimate body, speech. These are the four kayas. How can we introduce it? Hey, to recognize your mind as the teacher. Sorry. Teacher. Maybe it's a relative teacher. Maybe you have some complicated relative teacher. Sure. For example, someone perceives me as their teacher. I make them so much complicated. Sure. Some of my students fed up. This guy is so complicated. It's true. But you need relative your teacher, complication teacher, or something. Through the relative teacher, then you can to reach at the ultimate teacher. Ultimate teacher is your own mind. Through the relative teacher, you should approach to realize that ultimate teacher of your own mind. Without relative teacher, almost impossible. To investigate, not complicate teacher, relative teacher. Really, once we find the good qualified teachers, rely on. Everything is complicated, not easy in the relatively. We need to deal, we need to follow, we need to. Do not become same as myself. I mean, like I have had great my teacher. They are Buddha. Of course, according my dualistic mind, confusion mind is sometimes I perceive them as the ordinary. This might have problems. Do not become like this. To research good teacher. And a good teacher, we need to practice like same as our own minds. Our own, your own mind as the teacher. And if we have that mind, then automatically for empowerment is completed. When you practice the Mundru in the Vajrasattva practice or in Guru Yoga paths, you meditating your mind as your teachers, from your teachers forward in the through thyroid, in the heart, liver, four cylinders arise through your body, speech, mind, and unite. You receive automatically four empowerments. You're receiving, but you need to imagine it's like as the relative teacher. And through the relative teachers, you receive the instruction how you can practice pure perception, how you can to do it, how you can to say the meaning of the obscuration, meaning of the path, meaning of the realization of the kayas, meaning of the four empowerments, recognizing our own mind as the teachers. This sort of we need to receive explanation from the relative teachers. Receive in empowerment by yourself automatically. You do not need to run someplace. If you perceive or recognize as your mind on your teachers, you sit in your house and you live in your front of your altar, you receive all the empowerment. And through that you need to recite 6 sleep matter. Okay, I don't want to go to next verse. Why? Because today I'm a little bit jaggled. I'm now in Moscow. The organizations organize so fantastic. Thanks. Everybody is like running, and I'm a little bit exhausted. This guy, and maybe I will make a little extend next Friday. and we can to study together and have nice weekend. And tomorrow also you can to listen to my horrible things. I think organizations to making webcasts doesn't matter. Please to practice pure perception, to how do you say, to purify your obscurations, to realize the focus of the yourself. Okay, I think today is like very short, but beginning. I want to stop there, and I appreciate very much your this attention. I'm seeing it's like almost at 40 something, like 33. I don't know if people's listened, and I'm very happy you come back. And to that, I'm promised that I will do continue. Of course, sometimes short, sometimes it's longer. If you have such and such questions, you can put in the Skype, the organization sent to me, and then next time we can chat more. And maybe if you learn, memorize this verse, and to a little bit to remind what we studied until the 29th verse at the beginning, to enter there. And please to study, and please to study Dharma. It is very important for you. If you become improve, and then you can make happy to all others, it's benefit such and such. If you cannot make improve yourself, I think you cannot help to others. Almost impossible. And therefore, please to think about obscurations, how to practice how to say, how to purify the obscurations, and to think about focus, how you can to realize it, actualize it for the focus, and how I can to follow the teachers, how I can to practice pure perceptions. Those things you can. There's a lot of information. And good night, a nice weekend. Next time, promise that I more make longer and longer. If you have more interest, I will make for webcast 2-3 hours. I make joke, okay? Yeah, thanks. I appreciate very much. Thanks. Tonight I'm a little bit tired because I'm traveling. Something is wrong. I didn't drink much today, but it's okay. Thank you. Thanks. Have a nice weekend.